Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your reading for the weeks of April 16 through 29, 2024. This is a reading if you are Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising, or have another significant Aquarius placement in your chart. If you're new to this channel, welcome. It's good to have you here, and if you're returning, welcome back. Hopefully we have a good reading for you for what's mostly going to be the rest of April. I think we are past the worst astrological aspects of this month, though we are still in a Mercury retrograde, and we do have Mars connecting in Aries, and I think it's in Aries, and then I think in Vedic astrology they're talking about Mars and Rahu, but that's going to be later in the month, probably the 29th or the 30th of April actually. So there could be some intense emotions, maybe some frustrations and stuff on that day. Mercury retrograde of course can bring conflicts, delays, travel delays, miscommunications, not a good time to sign contracts, buy technology, all that kind of stuff. But we've passed the eclipse. We are well into retrograde, so we're not necessarily in the worst aspects of it, and we have also passed the Saturn-Mars conjunction that took place in I think it's in is it in Pisces or in Aquarius, depending on whether you're looking at Vedic astrology. I think Vedic astrology it was in Aquarius, so I think it was in Pisces. But nonetheless, when those two energies come together, you have one energy that likes to put the brakes on and one that wants to move ahead. So yeah, it's been a bit of a difficult month for a lot of people. There's been a lot of upheaval. Eclipses always bring massive change and revolution. So we will see what that means for you. If you do like this video, please hit the thumbs up, leave me a comment if you choose, subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't, so that you don't miss these videos. And I have down in the description below some links to my website, my social media, and all the services that I offer for tarot and other things. So you might want to check that out if you choose. Okay, we do the full horoscope spread, as people who've been here before know the drill. I look at this according to the 12 houses of astrology, and that's going to be my interpretation for each house placement. I use the Murray Hope's Way of Cartouche deck. That is my primary deck that I've been using for a very long time, so that's my favorite one to use. And I clarify with tarot, and this week I'm excited to be using Austin Osman Spare's tarot. It's called the, I think I have the box here. It's the AOS Tarot. It's brand new. It's just come out through a Kickstarter. This is a deck from an old chaos magician who had his, he's known for the way he creates sigils and certain things. He definitely has very distinctive artwork. So this is a deck that he had created and probably never published in his lifetime, but now they have actually, or maybe, I don't know if he did or not, but I get the impression, judging from the way I'm looking at it, that he did not. So, yeah, so this is a very, very interesting deck. And okay, so we're going to use that today, and we're also going to finish with an oracle reading from the Moonology deck. Okay, so let's get started. So your first house is Aries energy. This is connected to Mars. This is your personality, how you present yourself to the world, what other people think of you. And wow, okay, this is interesting. You've got Nephthys. Now, Capricorn also had Nephthys in the first house. And Nephthys indicates something that's hidden, okay? You could be withdrawing. You could be kind of keeping to yourself, not revealing aspects of yourself to other people. Maybe you're discovering things about yourself that you didn't know. Sometimes Nephthys comes up in the first house when we are suddenly surprised unexpectedly with things that end up bringing about a change in our identity or make us unsure about who we are, when this comes up. But it's something that will be resolved with time. It's just very Neptunian. Things could be kind of nebulous right now and cloudy, or maybe you just feel you need a time out. And yeah, you have it with the 5 of Spades, which Spare calls the baggage card. So I feel like right now that maybe you are at a point of trying to get rid of the baggage you have. Maybe you're not quite to the point that you want to be yet, but this would definitely be about trying to let go of baggage that you have and limitations around you or what you identify with. If you have been saddled by a lot of trauma or just beset by a lot of obstacles, this may be about trying to drop all of that. But with Nephthys, it may not be quite clear how that's happening or what's going on with that as of yet. Second house is Taurus energy. This is financial. Primarily, this is Venus energy. Okay, so we have Justice with Hathor. Now, Hathor here, okay, couple possibilities here. Just on the most general level, Hathor can have to do with getting your finances organized. Okay, this can just literally be about getting things together, getting things to a situation that feels stable, secure for you. Hathor can indicate a woman who is involved in your finances for some reason. This could be somebody's mother, it could be a family member, it could be a spouse, could be a financial advisor. I mean, who knows? But there's definitely a strong feminine energy with Hathor. So there could be a woman who has some kind of effect on your finances or that's connected to yours right now. Now you have Justice here as well. So Justice can indicate something legal going on with your money. Again, there could be contracts, there could be maybe if there is another person involved, maybe you're taking on somebody's will or power of attorney or something like that. Maybe you're in charge of somebody's bank accounts. I don't know. Or maybe someone's going to be in charge of yours. Or maybe there's monies that are coming in from somebody through something that is legal in nature. Certainly, Justice would also, if none of that's going on, would definitely have to do with balance. And as I mentioned with Hathor, getting efficient and organized. It may simply be that right now you are trying to get your bank book balanced, and you're trying to get your financial affairs organized and in order. Third house is Gemini energy. This has to do with Mercury, so this is where the retrograde is mainly still affecting. It can also affect the sixth house with Virgo, because Virgo is also Mercury ruled. So this is about communications, messages, short journeys, self-effort. So if you have your own business, this would definitely be the house connected to that. And also sibling relationships, so relationships with brothers and sisters. Okay, so you have the Five of Hearts here, which is recovery, return, and reunion, along with the winged disc. So this is okay. So this could be a message that's bringing somebody back, whether this is a loved one, whether this is a friend, a family member. This does seem to be the idea of somebody coming back around again. And with winged disc, this definitely seems to be, it's either a very happy reunion or it's an opportunity to correct something, which is good because that's really the best aspect of Mercury retrograde. Being able to correct when the same people and patterns come around. I mean, the idea is that we get chances over and over again to solve whatever the problem is or get the closure that we need. So it could be connected to that. But it could just simply be somebody returning from the past, maybe who has some good news. This is definitely a card of success. So if there has been any difficulty with regard to business or perhaps even to a sibling relationship, then this definitely suggests improvement and success on that front. Fourth house, Cancer energy. Okay, this has to do with the home, your literal home. It can also have to do with a figuratively with your home, your sense of being at home, okay, wherever you are. It can also have to do with your family, your ancestry, and particularly with the mother. So we have a King of Diamonds here. So let me just, King of Diamonds, which for spare, this could be Pentacles and this could be Wands. He kind of mixes them up in this deck that I've noticed, at least in terms of the meanings. And we have this with the Thoth card. Okay. So King of Diamonds, this could indicate, again, I've talked about this idea of getting finances in order. This could be somebody who has a business from home, because King of Diamonds would be somebody who is a businessman, okay, or a businesswoman. I mean, it doesn't have to be man, but somebody who is successful in business. And Thoth, again, there's this legal component to it. So I don't know. This could have to do with home and family in the sense of maybe you're settling someone's financial affairs. Could be somebody's mother. I don't know. I mean, that might apply. That might be a very specific message for one person. But those can also have to do with something that's connected to karma and timing. So there's a strong ancestry vibe with this too. King of Diamonds could be somebody who's a family member. Maybe that's that person who's returning, or maybe who there's a reconciliation with. That could be possible for some people. But overall, Thoth to me is about because it is about healing. It is about healing things. It's about healing ties. So I just feel like somebody here is rectifying some kind of a family situation, whether that's in a financial sense or whether that is in terms of reconciling with other family members. That's a very strong energy here. And if you say, yeah, no, that's really going on, then this would really just simply be a matter of, this is establishing stability, getting affairs in order, again, and this could just be about, like I said, establishing a business in your home is also possible, or just working from home, or a stability that may come at the right time. Like if things don't feel stable right now, Thoth would indicate something coming in at the right time. So again, as you see, I'm covering all the bases here. This is a very general reading, so not this. I'm reading it according to the aspect of the house, but not all of those may apply to you, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, so 5th house. This is Leo energy, so this is creativity, children, love affairs, and potentially recreation. Okay, so we have the Knave of Spades, which is like the Page of Swords, and they're referring to this as a professional man. Yeah, this does seem to have the same aspects of the Page of Swords. And you have it with the twins. Okay, now, in this house, for somebody, this actually would be somebody who you might, okay, if you're not in a relationship, this could be somebody who's a secret admirer, or maybe even if you are. It could be that you are interested in someone. Maybe that person isn't obviously interested in you, but this may be saying, well, they may be, watching secretly. They may be checking out your social media, researching you behind the scenes. Could be something like that. The other possibility here is that there could be contracts that may be coming in for a creative arrangement or business partnership. I mean, the twins here could, if it has to do with, if you're creating something that you're trying to put out there and sell or merchandise, then yeah, this could indicate a contract for some kind of creative work. But again, if I want to note, anytime Mercury is retrograde, look at contracts very carefully. After April 25th, it'll be a better time to sign any contracts, if that is what this card means for you. This could also have to do with children as well. So, yeah, so I don't know. I mean, if again, you can decide whether it applies to a love relationship, whether it applies to a situation with a child. And when I say child, it could even just be a grown child of yours. It doesn't have to be like a baby. And it can also just be connected to, like I said, some kind of collaborative, creative thing, where there might either be a contract or there might be more research that's involved in something. There may be some digging or researching. Page of Swords or Knave of Spades here. Sometimes that's an energy you do need to be a little bit careful about. I'm not necessarily saying it. I mean, we could see what happens in the 7th house here, which at least in terms of relationships or partnerships, I think they're connected. But this could be somebody who is, sometimes it is somebody who may be tricky or may not be telling you everything. There could be an element of sabotage or gossip there. I mean, that's also possible. So again, take it as it resonates. I don't want to read it as a negative, but that on the other end of the spectrum, that is a possibility with that card. Okay, 6th house, Virgo energy. Virgo is health, healing, worry, anxiety, jobs, like anything you might be employed doing, whether it's your career or not. Can also have to do with pets. And we have Sphinx with the Ace of Clubs. So letters and correspondence. Okay, letters or correspondence revealing something that's secret. Okay, so you're going to learn a truth here. Now, I don't know if this is connected to somebody's health. I don't know if this is related to a job, or if this is just something maybe that you've been worried and concerned about. Learning. Or maybe just something you've been keeping quiet about. I don't know, because Sphinx often has this energy of sitting back and be patient and waiting and seeing what comes in. You might be waiting for a communication. You might be waiting for news on something. I mean, generally, Ace of Clubs, in this sense, it's like the Ace of Wands. I mean, I do see it as being good news, things that are positive. But again, you've got this Nephthys in the 1st house with this kind of baggage card. So I don't know. There's definitely the sense of waiting and seeing on something. You're either waiting for news or you're going to have news that's going to reveal something that is secret. Now, sometimes Sphinx does have to do with pets, literally. It can have to do with cats in particular. So, take that as it resonates. If it's going to be news about a cat for somebody, I don't know. But, those are all the possibilities of the 6th house. So take it as it resonates there. 7th house is Libra energy. Libra is about partnerships that are legal in nature, so marriages, business partnerships, contracts. And we have, within a year on or distance, okay? So this is the 3 of clubs. So if somebody's interested in timing, this could be saying something that's going to happen a year on or something that's at a distance, okay? And we have water, which definitely also could imply something at a distance. But water also can indicate movement and change. So if there is a relationship, there could be a relationship that is changing, okay? or maybe if there's something that feels like it's been stagnant, or this can also just indicate something that's very emotional. This is very emotional portent. So sometimes this could be an emotional situation between people, whether they're marriage partners or not. If someone's looking for marriage, water could indicate movement, but it can also indicate that whether or not a particular relationship is going to become, like if this ends up representing somebody like a love affair that you're saying, okay, is this going to turn into marriage? Water would be saying it's still up in the air right now. Okay. And if that is the case, this could be something that's a year on, that's at a distance. Okay, that's possible. But if you're already married, or if you feel that aspect of it doesn't apply to you, then there definitely seems to be the aspect of movement and change on some kind of partnership. But it could be something that, again, that could take a little bit of time. Okay, it might not be something. There might be something going on here that maybe you're getting all the research done, and it's something that maybe is going to happen over a period of time, or be resolved in a period of time. Okay. Eighth house. This is Scorpio, transformation. So it has to do with endings, beginnings, other people's money in particular. And you have the Ace of Hearts here, which are, it's called the card of the house. Okay, is what he calls it. And he talks about love letters, good news, and you also have the Vast card. So yeah, for some of you, this is new love coming in, for sure. This is definitely a card, and if it's not new love, it's definitely happy news of some kind. This is a news that is very emotionally satisfying, that affects the heart. And again, we did have water here, so there does seem to be there's a lot of emotional energy here. And Bast has to do with things that are social, being recognized for something. It has to do with healing, particularly on a mental level. So if there has been some kind of mental stress, yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's something you've been waiting on here. Like the fact that I'm seeing all these communications that are going to solve and rectify and fix a situation or problem, there could be something that's been going on here that has had you a bit vexed, and maybe you're feeling like it's something that you don't know whether something's going to turn out a certain way or not. Maybe you've been waiting on something, but this all seems to suggest good news coming in, because you got two aces here. You got the Ace of Clubs and you got the Ace of Hearts. So this all suggests very, very good news that's coming in. Aces also bring new starts. So I feel like you are going to be moving into a new phase in this house of endings and beginnings. And this may be something that has more to do with your personal happiness and your mental health. So this is all very, very good. Can also indicate a more social time for you. Ninth house, this is Sagittarius energy, and this is about expansion, Jupiter energy. So it's long distance travel, higher education, or furthering your education in some way, and the institutions connected to that. It can also have to do with deep thought. So it can have to do with, so yeah, philosophy, religion, the questions of who we are, why we're here, and all that kind of stuff. That's all connected to the ninth house. Also our sense of independence and freedom. Okay, and we have Osiris with the moon. So the moon, yeah, just like Nephthys here in the first house, that's strong Piscean energy, sometimes Cancer energy. It's definitely this sense of not being clear on something, okay? So Osiris is about being stable, kind of like, it has to do with being in a leadership position. And this is Sagittarius energy in the Sagittarius house. So there definitely seems to be the idea of, I don't feel like there's actual travel going on right now with this. This would indicate staying put. This could be looking to somebody who's in a leadership position, maybe to clarify something or to provide clarity on something, or I don't know, maybe you're just staying put right now because about expanding your horizons or making any kind of a change, because maybe certain things are too nebulous right now. Like there's certain things that need to be solved before you feel that you can move ahead. 10th house is Capricorn. Capricorn is about reputation, fame, your career, and also potentially the father. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man with fire. Okay, so Hanged Man, yeah, there's this stuckness. This idea of the fire is indicating wanting, again, there's this idea of sorting out old business, burning up the rubbish, so to speak, getting rid of what's past, purging something out, being inspired to make a change. But Hanged Man would indicate this would also require a change in perspective. Okay, there's some reason that you feel stuck right now or things are not moving ahead, even though I think you've got the intensity and energy to want to move ahead and make a change in your career, or connected to something that you are doing that is whatever it is you consider your purpose or what you offer to other people, right? And yeah, right now with Hanged Man, I feel like something may be stuck, or it could just be that there's something you have to give up or a point of view you have to change in order to move ahead. Let's look at the 11th house. This is your own energy, Aquarian energy. So this is friendships. It has to do with business networks, social networks, your hopes and wishes, and also your goals and sometimes your destiny. Okay, so we have Scarab with the 4 of Diamonds. Okay, I was just trying to read what's on this card. So he's calling this the card of being free to overcome. Okay, so that's interesting. Now, this could be akin to the 4 of Pentacles. Again, that idea that we see in the other house, the idea that you're giving something up, you will be free. Because Scarab here indicates certainly a new hope or wish, or it could just mean changes that you're making. This could be new friends. This could be new goals. Again, you have a lot of new cards here. You've got the 2 aces, and you've got all these cards of kind of burning, trying to get past whatever the blocks or holdups are, whatever past business needs to be finished so that you can move ahead. You've got a lot of cards of movement, change, and feeling here. Getting rid of the baggage, as I said in the first house. So this definitely indicates new hopes and wishes or new approach to things. There's a whole lot of new beginnings in this reading. So definitely, Aquarius, you're moving into a new phase, and one in which you should be freer, okay? And where you can free yourself. Some of it could have to do with freeing certain attitudes. If we look in the Pisces house, oh yeah, this is interesting, because you have the 9 of Hearts, which is the wish card. It's the same as the 9 of Cups, with the Pyramid card. So Pyramid indicates that, yeah, there's unconsciously, what you're hiding here is the sense of being tested. You're being challenged, and you're being challenged with regard to your wishes. And okay, what's coming into my head is, are you going to take the steps you need to get to be where you want to be, to have the life that you want, to do the thing you want to do? I have a feeling this is a case of the past holding you back. You are ripe for a new beginning. You have all of the opportunities, but it sounds like you're like waiting for something to finish. I feel like whatever that is, it's going to come around and resolve itself. But right now, I feel like or you may be worried about the amount of time it's taking for your wishes to come to fruition. That can also be a thing here as well. So, I don't know. I'm definitely seeing something happening, but it could be right now that you are either not quite ready, or you are, still trying to sort out the loose ends and finish up the old business. But do be aware, maybe there's some legal entanglements or other things that have to be sorted. I mean, that's entirely possible here. But there are some partnerships coming in. There are some things that, you're waiting for certain information to come in before you want to act. Now, overall, you have the Ankh with the 4. I got 2 cards here. I got the 4 of Hearts and the 7 of Spades. So the 7 of Spades is about removal or leaving or departing. And the 4 of Hearts has to do with a small party or reception. Okay, so I don't know. There could be that could be there could be something. Somebody could be leaving something, and there could be a little party for them, but going away from something. But overall, you do have the Ankh. So Ankh to me is actually a very good card. It indicates moving towards your heart's desire, doing what you want, living life to the fullest. For some people, maybe that little reception could be a leaving party. It could be a place of opportunity. That is all possible. But there's definitely this idea of removal here as well. The idea that you are departing from something. Maybe it's going to be departing from a job. But I feel like, because this is also the house of jobs. So I think it's just something you're waiting on at the moment. But I feel like it's saying you want to remove yourself from the situation you're in now and towards something that is more authentic to who you are. Ankh sometimes comes up with regard to careers and so forth, of something that has to do with something having to do with love or aesthetics or something like that. That could apply. That jumped into my head, so that could apply for some people. But there's definitely this idea of some kind of a celebration, and also the idea of removing yourself from some kind of a situation. So let's look at the Moonology deck here and see what comes up for you. What does Aquarius need to know? April 16 through 29. See who wants to come out. Okay. All right, so the card you have is Disseminating Moon. Take time to breathe out. Yeah, this is definitely a card of finishing up old business, getting rid of old anxieties. I feel like you're just waiting for something to finish, but this suggests to me that this, whatever this cycle is, it's coming in, it's coming to an end. Balance, fairness, justice are going to be coming in. And yeah, I mean, what's not been clear, I think, whatever baggage you have is something you're going to be able to unload very soon. But it is saying take time to breathe out. This definitely suggests to me that some cycle is ending, but we also have all of these elements in here. We have 2 aces, we have the scarab, we have water, we have the wing disc, we have these are all elements of a new beginning, of a new start. So you are definitely on the way to a new start, but yeah, this is saying take time to breathe out in the meantime. I hope this was helpful, Aquarius. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up and do subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to get these videos. Thank you so much and be safe. See you probably next month.